Peace and love, family. Hey, hey, King Hebrew, how you doing today? On this Friday, well, early Saturday morning. Alrighty. Try to get some music on here. I'll just play. See, that's why I should stay on YouTube. Let me do this. That's great. That's great. Peace, Hebrew Apocalypse. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I see.
Mommy, read me story, Mom.
Okay. Wait a minute, family. I'll be right back. Come on.
I'll go back.
I'm sorry, family. First of all, let's start by talking about something that has been, hey, Ledford Thompson, how you doing? Something that has been a distraction here on YouTube for the family, and that's this Nature Boy clan. The ancestors had me examine and look into that, and
Mommy,
I had come to this.
Change my ear.
Okay. Shh, shh, shh. I've come to the conclusion that it's all a part of our spiritual warfare, and that it's a blatant attack against us, because any kind of
The chip is gone, Mommy.
Any
the
kind
chip is gone. Mommy.
I know, baby.
The chip is gone. Take the bag.
Shh, shh.
I want to eat chip.
You
You
can't
take the
tonight.
bag,
You can't
Mommy.
tonight, okay? You can't do it tonight.
You take it back.
Mm-mm.
You take it
If
back.
you want it, you gotta go to sleep. No, you can't. You gotta go to sleep, okay?
It's mine.
But
It's mine.
it's a distraction to prevent us from
It's mine.
reaching. No, it's not. reaching our reaching the point that we need in this battle that we're in. It's because it has drawn our energy. That's what I want to say. It has drawn our attention and our energy towards them instead of towards what is the true wicked on this planet. Because the wicked always is going to throw distractions in front of us. It's evident. We know he works for pay. So he's basically sold his soul over to destroy destroy us, destroy the feminine aspects of us, because what we see, what we witness is as well as the male aspect of us. So it's like they're throwing our own weapons back at us. That's what it's similar to. So I've come to that conclusion, and I no longer have, my energy going direct into that. I always try to figure out what they are trying to direct our energy to, so that we can combat that and realize that is man-made, created, and pushed to weaken our resolve. All the while, we know that there's millions and millions of other things going on around us. And one thing I wanted to talk about greatly was this particular situation with let me do this. Let me try to get my screen. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it says police fear giving the flu to the tribe that killed an American missionary. It's illegal to make contact with the Sentinelese people who are not immune to anything. This kind of reminds me of America. And we are in the month of November, when these people celebrated their harvest time with the original indigenous people of this planet. And basically today I'm going to talk about this situation and also the climate, what they code word climate change, which is really the planet changing. And the planet is nothing but life, a living vessel, just like we are. So it progresses like we do, but not in the way the disease that lives within it calls itself progressing. So it's like two different, it's polar opposites combating. That's the man-made and nature at combat. So let me go through this article. Last week, an American missionary was killed while trying to convert the world's last pre-Neolithic tribe to Christianity. The Sentinelese people of the Andaman Islands fired arrows at 27-year-old John Allen Cho and left his dead body on the beach of North Sentinel Island. Me personally, I would have sent it to a burial out to sea. I'm sure they can think of a way to push it off the shore, where they have lived untouched by modern civilizations for thousands of years. Okay. It's illegal, let me express that. It's illegal to travel to North Sentinel for this reason. But yet I see in another article, the very Christian group he came from wants to hold the being accountable for his murder. You see, pink folks don't get it. They just don't get it. You see, if pink folks were on the island, I guarantee you, I promise you, they would have a pornography for aliens. They would have a pornography for aliens. They probably already got it in the works. They probably already got it planned out. They probably already fantasizing on how they will. They probably are acting it out. It's just, it gets me how these people want to force their nasty ways upon the innocent. It's either kill or be killed. That's what this statement is saying. It's illegal to travel to North Centennial. It's illegal because these people will kill you. So it's either they be killed or you be killed. And that's their home. It's their home. And I think that's something that pink folks can't get in their minds, that no one wants your rubbing Jesus all over them. Nobody wants you rubbing your idea of a God on them. Because that's what you do. You go over and rub your pink vagina and your pink dick. Hence different countries in Africa, the peacemakers over there. I've seen another article where they've gotten all the peacemakers over there, peacekeepers, have a baby over there. Now, why can't the people just populate with their own people? I'm sure that if my little butt went over to Russia, no telling what they would do to me, because they already killed off the black people there. They already killed off the black people in Russia that were there. And that was fairly recent. So, a recent time in history, you know. So this right here, I don't see, I'm going to get on our people just as well, because a lot of our people, we just keep going around in circles with these pink folk. We keep going around in circles with pink folk. Like, pink folk ain't never done anything wrong in their lives. It's not pink folk. No, not all pink folk. No, they just want to, not all pink folk. They just want to go over and teach them Jesus. They just want to repeat what they've been doing for the last 7,000 years that they've been on the planet. Oh, it's not all pink folks. No, but I hear a little birdie whispering in my ear that nothing's new under the sun. And you would know them by their seeds. You would know them by their fruits. You would know them by their fruits, what they produce, you know. And what I've seen produced in my 44 years of life is destruction, hate, selfishness, greediness, nakedness, jealousy, strife, just all the stuff that pink folks have bundled up within them, their creation. So, North Centennial, for this reason, not only do the Centennialists have a reputation for violence, they also want to take over to them gay and lesbian, feminism, what else? Oh, politics. Politics that says you're black, you're indigenous, you're primitive, so I have the right over you. Okay, that's next. So when he brings his little Jesus penis over there, he also is going to bring along politics and diseases. Oh, these people know about their diseases. Now they even shoot us up with the diseases. I took that as a threat. Them talking about, I took that as a biochemical threat. Because you're looking at the number of people that live on this island. You say 50 to 150. And then under the same breath you say, well, they could be under the threat of being wiped out due to diseases. You know. Well, we'll know when we see it, you know. But not only do Sentinelese have a reputation for violent resistance, they are also thought to be catastrophically susceptible to outside viruses and diseases. No wonder. Half the world is diseased. That's what it's all about. The earth is trying to shake off its disease. But the people who do not have the Christ crystals, the oil of anointment, the black soul, the Heru, the Satan, the Lucifer, within them, seek to have it for themselves. But they can't get out of the physical part to get to the spiritual. They can't attain the spiritual. But yet, family, don't we see Nature Boy with them? Them filthy, funk-filled, mucus-bearing pink folk? And pink and brown folk? Pink and yellow folk, whatever you want to call it. On his camp. And they all filled with mucus and diseases. And talking about what? Christ. Whenever you feel the need to have that, this is what you're gonna get. So I'm watching and I'm learning a lot. Okay. Something as simple as a common flu could threaten to wipe out their ancient tribe of 50 to 150 people altogether. For that same reason, retrieving John's remains proven difficult for authorities. Oh, okay. So I get it. Too ditzy to know that you need to prevent these Christian fanatics somehow from playing like little tomahoos, being the average tomahoo, and sneaking, trying to find a way under the gate or over the gate to get to these people, still kill, destroy with indoctrination. Tomahoo just can't resist. He just can't resist. He's got to find a way to get in, get through. They even talk about he persisted. He was persistent on communicating with people who do not want to communicate with him. For that same reason, retrieving John's remains is proven difficult for authorities. It's a difficult proposition, said Dipendra Pathak, Director General of Police on India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The ABC reports, "We have to see what is possible, taking utmost care of the sensitivity of the group and legal requirements. Police are currently consulting with tribal welfare experts, anthropologists, and schools and scholars to come up with the best means of approach. They are yet to arrive at a decision as to how the American's body could be retrieved." I say that's the journey he chose. I say that's the journey he chose. And by that, death is always the end result of a decision that puts others in harm. It's that energy flow. If you that weak energy that truly believes that you can just come in and discover, create whatever you want over somebody else, then you get that same bad energy back, because you thinking it's good energy, but it's not anything good about affecting other people. See, we've been affected. My life has been affected, and the things that's been done can never be changed. And this is why a lot of that bad energy happens to those who succeeded in killing my physical experience. So my energies are at war and combating the situation. As a whole, the Black community's energy is combating our situation. Okay. Let me pull this up.
Mommy.
Yeah, go on. Go on.
Turn the light off.
You don't know how to turn the light on? Go turn the light. Put your stool and you can turn the light on. They are not immune to anything, said P.C. Joshi, an anthropology professor at Delhi University. A simple thing like the flu can kill them. Professor Joshi has studied the islands where the Sentinelese people live and described John's religious mission as a foolish adventure. He invited that aggression, he said. Extracts from John's diary released by his family have revealed details of his final days before being slain by the tribespeople. The Australian reports one entry describes the first attempt to come ashore the day before his death and tells of how the Bible literally saved him as an incoming arrow pierced the book. Well, the Bible would have saved him even more if he knew about the death and destruction that the people in the book was causing for others. No one ever pays attention to that. I heard the whoops and shouts from the hut, he wrote. I made sure to stay out of arrow range. Typical Tamahu. Just gonna duck and dodge, but I'm still coming. I tried to parrot their words back to them. They burst out laughing. I hollered, my name is John. I'm a Tamahu. I love you and Jesus loves you. But Tamahus didn't say it like that. Tamahu says, let me go. My battery's going dead. Tamahu says, I want to eat your children and rape your wives. Because they ate all theirs up. Far from worrying about the dangers he might pose to the tribespeople, John reflected on how noble his quest to indoctrinate them into the Christian faith was. This is not pointless thing. The eternal lives of this tribe is at hand. How does he know that? How does he know that the eternal lives of these people are at hand? Everybody's got to have pink vagina, pink dick rubbed all over them. That's the pink folks anointing. You have to be affected. Your life has to be turned upside down just so the Tamahu can exist. I can't read no more. This is just disgusting. It's disgusting, family. But I want to get into the weather and just talk about that. Okay. So they're pretty much talking about, let me look. Let me see. Look over here. Where is it at that I can look on the weather? They just. Okay, climate change. Okay, talking about climate change, family, real quick before I go. Impact, let me try to do this. Okay. Impact of climate change is growing and the U.S. must act, federal report warns. Ooh, why can't I get to that? Okay, here we go. Okay, that's just the island. Let me go into this further here. Okay, can I get to, okay, that's that. Today, U.S. government agencies released a heavily anticipated new report about how climate change is impacting the United States. The fourth National Climate Assessment lays out a detailed picture of how communities across the country are already feeling the effects of climate change from intensified risk of wildfire. So basically, family, let me put it like this to you. I'm not going to read this whole thing in a nutshell. So the diseases of the planet.
Mom, I hit my eye, Mommy.
Oh, did you? Let me see.
No, don't touch it.
How'd you hit your eye?
In the corners.
With what? What'd you put in it? What'd you put in it? Well, you're supposed to be in a bad sleep. What'd you do? How'd you hit it? On the corner?
Get in the bathroom.
You spraying something? And you got in your eye? Why'd you do that?
I'm told.
Okay, go sit down. Go get some cold water in it.
No.
So basically what it is climate change. Okay, it's like the body, because we are a planet and we have these diseases within our bodies. Not natural to us, but it's been put into us because we are the physical image, we are the physical depiction of the planet, of the spiritual body. So we are here with the diseases that are in this body. The planet is working hard to get rid of the diseases. So we're inside the body where we are hearing and we are seeing the disease fighting to keep the body sick. They're fighting hard. They're fighting hard. You know, this is pretty much, if you translate it, it's diseases trying to keep the body sick. They want, and the way they keeping the body sick is they don't want the body to change. They don't want the body to kill the sickness. The sickness wants to be able to thrive in the body. They want to keep thriving in the body for their own devilish ways, means. But we all know diseases have to go. We know that diseases have to go, but the disease really feels like it has every right to be in the body, killing it. So this is where we get climate change, because the disease hasn't been with the body very long. It doesn't understand the things that the body is going through to kill it. So, and it's not understanding that. It's trying to find ways to extend and basically prevent climate change, or prevent the planet from going through this process that it needs to go through. So family, that's what that's all about, and that's my news for the day, and that's my trying to get you to understand everything from the spiritual world side of things, instead of looking at things always from a physical aspect, just seeing things straight on. Because a lot of people want to focus on the tangible and they don't really believe in what they cannot see. So with that said, true love, real peace, and the higher self within. Until next time, family, I hope you got a lot out of this one. Have much peace and love in your heart. And release your hate just the same, and your anger. Don't ever let no one make you feel, put your emotions in a box, because that's what it is, emotion. You're supposed to let off those electrified motions to make movement happen. So, thank you, Haru, Apocalypse, and who else is on here? Hold on. Let me, because I didn't say shout out to the family yet. King Hebrew, Ledford Thomas, Haru Apocalypse. Yep, and yep. Peace and love, family, and until next time, stay strong and keep your eye on the sky. And as above, so below, always. And don't let no devils distract you because they getting paid over there to work really hard because they done sold their souls. Until next